I remember we had $200 in our bank account and a $15,000 payroll coming. I'm like, how are we gonna do this? It just came out of me. I'm like, hey, do you mind if I ask you a question? He's like, what's up? I'm like, what are you doing that I'm not doing that makes you so successful? And I feel like I'm going nowhere with our business. He told me, I want you to bring a why that's so powerful, that's gonna make you cry. But it has to bring tears to your eyes. If it doesn't bring tears to your eyes, it's not powerful enough. And then I went and built my packages, good, better, best. And I was like, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Built value, and I sold my 200 amp panel and service that we used to sell for like $2 grand. For $10,000. And I call him. I'm like, dude, what happened? I'm like, dude, I just sold this. Can you believe it? You're not a machine gun. You're a sniper. Right? You can't go in there spraying. Some
and that's
people
how
want to
guys
use all that value and just.
And that's how people get kicked out of houses.
Guy came, was cooking outside of the grill, put the grill against the siding, that caught fire. His dog and his wife were on the other side, no smoke, no carbon monoxide detector, killed him. And I tell my customers, if I ask that customer right now to give me $200,000 for the smoke alarm system that I recommended him to get installed, I don't think he would say no. Because his wife and his dog are worth a lot more.
My dad and me, we go and we pray for our jobs. We pray God to help us.
Our goal is to hit 2 million this year. Our next goal after that, we're gonna hit 5 million. Right? And we just want to, the blessings that God gave us, give it to somebody else. Like, hey, listen, electrical is something you can make a good living at.
Erwin, Owen, thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. For those who've not met you yet, maybe at a CertainPath training or expo like we're at now, could you share with everyone your names, your company name, and where you guys are located?
Okay, my name is Erwin Carrasquillo.
Very good.
And our company is Jeoah Electric.
Very good. Who's this gentleman next to you?
Here's my son.
Right-hand man.
The guy who's gonna have all the problems after I decide to retire.
Oh, yeah. And where are you guys located?
Slatington, PA.
Slatington, PA.
So it's a little town. People that don't know, a lot more familiar with Allentown. We're 15 minutes away from Allentown. Bethlehem, Easton. The conglomerates of those towns is called the Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
So that's where we're located at.
I like it. We're talking for a great reason. Last year was a great year, right? Both of you are crown champions, will we say?
Yes, sir.
What did you both do, sold and installed last year?
So I did 924,000, sold. I don't want to take 100% of the credit. I had some of my guys install some amount of that. Of that revenue right there. Erwin,
what'd you sell and install?
I was close to 700.
That's great. And small company, how many guys you have all together then?
So we're a total of 10 people.
10 people.
Yeah, office staff and guys out in the field. So we're not huge.
Right.
But we're blessed to have the team we have.
I love it. Now, how many installers do you guys have then? They're just doing that.
We got, right now we got two techs, 2 installers. Okay, Orlando's been with us since the beginning. Even when we joined CertainPath, he's seen the change in the company from the beginning to now where we're at right now. We have a new guy named Nabil. He's becoming a phenomenal installer. We got a gentleman named Chris. We're looking at him more towards like a sales guy. And then we got another gentleman named Marvin.
That's great.
We're looking for a sales guy. And then we got us that we're sales tech. So we do whatever, wherever we need to fill in, that's what we got.
Right. Now, was last year like your best year in business then?
Yes.
It was?
Yeah.
What was total revenue then?
1.6.
1.6. That's great. Now, when you joined us, how long ago has that been?
2023. We joined.
How big was the business back then?
Not big at all. We did $600,000 in sales. Come to find out when I joined CertainPath, that wasn't a big number, huh?
And less than 3% of profit.
I don't even think we had any profit.
I wasn't really
honestly.
Yeah. And now you're profitable. You're making money. You're recruiting guys. I mean, they have a bench like that. That's exciting because, I mean, at some point you guys got to get out of the field and grow a business, right?
That's what we want. Yeah, we want to be able to. That's our goal. That's my goal. Pops told me, hey, I need you out of the field more. You do more of the office work and admin work with the girls in the office. I can handle down the guys on here in the field and. It's going to be like the project manager, the manager and stuff like that.
You fill that role,
Yeah, the goal is we want to get him out of the truck as well after myself. And he's going to kind of manage everything, make sure the guys have the parts, try to organize everything on the field.
That's just part of the evolution. I've seen it many times. And you guys, if the revenue is there and the profit is there, then it becomes a lot easier to do those things. It's still hard to get out though, right? You still like talking to customers.
It's kind of hard to make that transition because, we're getting used to taking care of customers every day, resolve problems and stuff like that. And I've been thinking like when that happen, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable because
It's going to be different.
yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be very different.
Yes. But change is uncomfortable until you go, this isn't so bad, right? And
Yeah.
you find you get good guys, you're like, they do pretty good, So I'm like, you find out, everyone's replaceable to a degree, right? And you can do other things to grow the business and really make your mark. So,
It's that learning curve, right? Also, being able to trust.
oh, big.
A lot of times when we're out there, especially when we grew from zero, I always say we were fooling around in business till we met CertainPath.
Yeah.
That's when we kind of took things serious and everything changed for us.
Yeah.
We thought we knew what we were doing, but one of the things that I've noticed as a leader is like, I got to trust my guys,
Yeah.
Even if they don't come out and make the numbers that I do, or they miss a step, it's not always good to, oh man, you screwed up here, you messed up here. It's like building them up. Hey, listen, here's where you missed a little bit of opportunity, but you did phenomenal, right?
Right.
Building them up to be able to confidently say, hey, look, I did good, not always knock them down. So it's being able to trust them. I'm going to be honest, as an owner, when we go out to those calls and you're like, man, this is a good call I can take, and you have to send one of your guys, you're just hoping like, okay, hopefully he hits those numbers that something close, or, he kind of goes through the process that I've taught him.
Right.
But then also when they come back, if they didn't acquire that, understanding that, hey, they're in the same learning curve that I was.
You were
I was
absolutely
there.
Right.
We made the same mistakes. We made the same mistakes at the time.
Yeah.
And we learn from those mistakes.
That's right. The key is to see the growth, that they don't keep stubbing their toe on the same issue, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's always going to be little issues that pop up, but if you can find someone to do 80 to 85% of what you guys are doing, and you can keep replicating that, then you're going to be in good shape. Sounds like that's the stage you're in.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
That would be great.
Hey, contractors, stop only relying on digital advertising. It's your pal Bob Houchin with The Successful Contractor. This data is so shocking, I had to share it with you immediately. We all know the contracting world is obsessed with digital marketing. But did you know that properly curated direct mail campaigns outperform digital's response almost every time? Good direct mail has a higher ROI over any paid channel. Again, when direct mail is done right. Research shows that consumers will keep a piece of direct mail for 17 days. It sits on that kitchen counter looking at them all day long. Your best customers, the households earning 6 figures plus, 65% say they're overwhelmed with digital ads, and they now trust good old direct mail more when deciding who to buy from. So the mailbox is winning. The question is yours? Most contractors are spraying postcards across zip codes and praying that the right homeowner opens one. That's not marketing, that's a lottery ticket. So let me introduce you to CertainPath Lead Generation. CertainPath Lead Generation is our direct mail marketing agency that works with CertainPath members and non-members. CertainPath Lead Generation uses 200 plus data points, home, age, income, and more to put your direct mail in front of the households most likely to book a job and buy. We run structured, multi-month campaigns, so instead of a one-time spike in calls that fades, you build predictable, repeatable demand. I know, you love digital because you can measure it. Well, with CertainPath Lead Generation, it does it for you as well. We can show you exactly which mailed homes turned into book jobs and the revenue behind them. So you get all the accountability of digital and none of the noise. Direct mail still works. Guessing just doesn't. Click the link and request your free market analysis. Stop guessing, start growing with CertainPath Lead Generation.
All right, I love learning people's stories. I think it's fascinating how people get to where they are. So I'd love to learn it's a family business, right? So
Yes.
Erwin, how did you first get in electrical? It sounds like you weren't always in electrical. Did you some other kind of work?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
When I started in the school,
Okay.
I went to one of those special schools, and they give it the first 2 years, and in those 2 years, every 6 months they change the trade the way you want to be. It's like a technical school, basically.
Yeah.
So when I get into electrical and industrial, I found that that's something that I want to do.
Yeah.
So I learned that.
Yeah.
And I finished my studies. I get my fourth grade, and time passed.
Yeah.
Coming to the United States, start working in whatever is available,
Right.
and then doing little works here, there, and then inspectors on the city start looking for who's doing this job.
Okay.
And me, are you licensed in the United States? No. What are you doing this?
Yeah.
I said, well, because, I have a family. I need to raise my family. I need money.
Yeah.
Okay. One day, one of those inspectors said, hey, why you don't go to the school? And I say, sir, because I don't know how to speak English well. He say, what the hell is
Right.
talking right now?
Yeah.
I said, well, I think we're talking English. And he said, well, I think you're prepared to do this.
Yeah.
So I took the advice. I went to the school, and everything changed on my life.
Is that right?
Because now I got the practice paired with the
theory.
theory.
Yeah.
And that everything is like the puzzle was complete.
Yeah.
So when I get my certification, I call the inspector.
Yeah.
And say, sir, look at what I got in my head.
Oh, wow.
And say, now we can talk.
Yeah, that's great.
And then it started.
Then it started.
So
Did you own a business right away for yourself?
no,
You worked-
no, I was doing more like checking, collecting rents, doing
Okay.
like a super.
Yeah.
But I was doing my electrical panels once in a while, do some troubleshooting, install lights and stuff like that. And then that business started going down.
Okay.
And I said, well, I think it's time to do something different.
Right.
So I started getting more into the electrical.
Okay.
And then Owen was working in
How old were you then, Owen?
Man, I'm horrible with dates, but I think I was roughly I was 19.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
But,
yeah.
My piece of the puzzle was, well, I'll let you finish yours first. Go ahead.
Okay. We
Okay.
can go together.
All right. So my piece of the puzzle was, you come out of high school,
Yeah.
one of the things they do in a lot of high school, which I think is changing now, they talk a lot down a lot on the trades.
Yes. Yep.
I never forget one of my Spanish teachers. I remember our whole class did bad on the test, and I'm a Spanish speaker, but don't ask me why. I didn't do good on the test either. He was so upset at the class, and he says, you know what? You guys are making it easier for my children.
Yep.
They're going to school. They're going to go to college. They're going to get these good corporate jobs. You guys are going to work in the construction field. And that stuck to me, right? And I'm
Yeah,
like, man,
for
you know
sure.
what? You look down towards the construction field. My dad would work construction.
Yeah.
I saw how he struggled and how sometimes he had to make ends meet and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to do that for my life,
Right.
But some of us are great for school and some of us aren't great for school. I was one of those guys that just didn't dedicate themselves. And yeah, do I regret it? Yeah, sometimes I think about it. I'm like, yeah, but the opportunities that I've had and kind of where life's put me, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
As well. But I was working in a warehouse 3 years. I went into the warehouse through an agency.
Yeah.
And I remember those 3 years I was working hard. I remember like yesterday, it was my first job and I was cutting a box. I changed the blade. And when I went to go cut, I cut my leg open. And it was my first job. I didn't want to lose it. It was my second day there. And I was like, I'm just going to work. And I was like bleeding. My whole shoe was full of blood and everything. And when I went to the hospital, I tried to lie. And the lady, I was innocent. The lady's like, you didn't get hurt at work, right? And I'm like, what did I say?
Yeah.
But then, I went back to work. My boss yelled at me. He said, you had to tell me,
Yeah.
we have insurance for you guys, all that stuff. Well, long story short, after working 3 years there, I remember we went to go get a raise. And she said, you do a phenomenal job. You know how to do a lot of work here. You're a talker. So if you can just, limit your talking a little bit. But
Now it makes you money.
yeah. But here's your raise, 30 cents.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, wow, the value that I have for these people is 10 cents a year.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a place I need to be at.
Right.
So I left. I said, okay, I'm going to go to college.
Okay.
I'm going to get a night shift. I'm going to go throughout the day.
Yeah.
Did not work. Those
Yeah.
night shifts are
Oh,
brutal.
Sure.
So I would sleep throughout the whole day. And one day, my brother and my pops come and say, hey, listen, why don't you take electrical? And I'm like, again, from my history, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people say you fall in love with the trade because it's something, like he says, it's something I wanted to do. It didn't happen like that for me.
Right.
When I went in the trade, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But when I found out, like when I was able to actually fix things and go and help people,
Right.
I fell in love with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's a tool.
yeah, now I can do it. Right now I'm
Right.
Superman, right?
Right.
So he gave me an opportunity.
Yeah.
My father.
One day I say, hey, well, you don't come over and join me in this job. I had to do a job in Nos Cojones.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably like 3 days job.
Yeah.
And help me.
Yeah.
He said, okay, let's go. So when we finished the job, I said, hey, here's your check, $2,000. What is this? I say, this is where you can make it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this true? I say, well, if you go to the school and you get a certification, you can do more.
Yeah.
He said, wow, let's do it. So then we joined a company on Philadelphia, and we was working all three. Juan, my older son,
Yeah.
Owen, and me. We drive a car, and we was the perfect team because we work faster.
Yeah.
It was three in the crew,
Right.
and we worked almost 20 hours per day.
Yeah.
We were
brutal.
Monday to Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday free.
Wow.
We were 100% commission on
Oh,
with that
okay.
company as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
of course that was an incentive for us
Absolutely.
to like kick our
You guys got even
work hard.
closer.
Yeah.
20 hours a day.
22 today.
Yeah.
So we worked for like a year,
Okay.
and then things start happening. You get tired, you know. We burn because we was working a lot.
That'll happen.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll even tell you, I'll put something in there for you that you probably, we were in love with that company. It was good money, it was commission, we loved it.
Yeah.
But we saw that the company didn't have our backs
Yeah.
as their technicians. There was a lot of time, not a lot of times, but the few times that it happened, we've went to customers' homes and we did work and we did diagnostics and we presented this previously.
Yeah.
The investments in them previously, and customers would say yes, and after that, customer would call and complain, and the company would just say, "Hey, listen, hey, Erwin, just give the job to them for free, leave." But our commission was tied in
Yeah.
to that, so we wouldn't get paid. So we already had invested gas with that specific company. We were subcontractors, but we wore their uniform. We paid for our uniform. We supplied the truck. We supplied the tools. We wrapped our vans and paid for the wrap. Everything we had to upfront the cost.
Yeah.
Gas was upfront on us. Materials was upfront on us. So when we started seeing that, it happened a couple times.
Yeah.
Where Erwin, Juan, and I sat down and said, "Is this really what we want to do?" Like,
You're your own business at that point.
yeah, we're going out there and we're not making money because these people are complaining about the price at
The only
the
thing
end.
that we were getting from them was the lead.
The leads.
That's
The
it.
leads.
That's it. Yeah.
So we decided to, we made that decision after we went to Metal Partners. A Metal Partner was a company that they required that we go there and do the job. We was in Harrisburg, and this company is from Philadelphia. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the company called say, "I need Erwin crew over here because I have a job that I want you do."
Today.
And then
Today.
they say, I say, I'm like 2.5 hours away. It's at 5 o'clock. It's a traffic. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And the guy say, I'm gonna leave the door open for you, and you coming anytime you come, and I need that you do the job. Well, so while we was driving, I called the supplier. I asked my customer send me pictures about what he want me to do. So I called the supplier and get all the parts that I possibly need.
Yeah.
And then get there, finish the job, 5 o'clock in the morning, everything was up and running. And then we were drinking a coffee at that point.
Yeah.
We went to IHOP, get some coffee, try to recover some energy to drive it back to home.
Yeah.
And then at that point, we start talking and say, this is what we want for us?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let's make a company ourselves.
Yeah.
And then that's why Jeoah born. So
Yeah.
Jeoah is acronym. Juan, Erwin, Owen, Or, and Holbert.
Oh,
my 5
that's
kids.
great. Your kids. That's great.
So we start working, and then there we go, the first job coming. And Owen have to help me in Philadelphia, and Bristol, Philadelphia. I have a 1800 house.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
remember before even that, we used to question, because he was a super, so he did plumbing, electrical,
Yeah.
a little handyman. You know what to say, jack of all trades, master of none,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now we're a master of one.
Sure.
So I remember we used to always question ourselves and say, is it possible to have enough electrical work only?
Right.
Are we going to be able to do this?
Sure.
And we were doing, he would get, siding
Anything.
jobs, and we're going to do a small roof here. So when we started,
Yeah,
when we started the
gotta make
company,
money.
just to try to make money, right?
Yeah.
survivor.
To
For sure.
survive. So
Yeah.
we had to go through that. Then that's when, kind of the company took off a little bit. Builders started to recognize us. People started to, call us. And then that's when he
We-
put me to the test. He's going to tell you now kind of
We
what
went-
happened.
We went to Bristol, and we have a house, very old, like early 1800s or something like that. And the house was built on limestone.
Okay.
And the guy wants to rewire the whole house. But he wants to rewire in the way that we had to make grooves in the wood and in the walls. We had to put a pipe. We had to drive the wires into the pipe. So something very. So I take Owen, but we had so many works in Allentown that I had to let Owen by himself.
Yeah.
And I say, Owen, What do you think of this job? Oh, papi, this is going to be nice. I say, cool. You have to do it.
Yeah.
He was shaking.
I
remember.
believe it.
Yeah, because he
Nice.
tricked me. He said, what do you think about this? Oh, fantastic. I'm thinking he's going to help me out. You know,
Yeah,
okay, we're
yeah.
going to be good. And then he tells me, he flips the coin and says, all right, cool. I'm glad you like it because you're going to do it by yourself. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Wow.
wait.
Yeah.
Then he said,
Wait.
Dad, no. I can't. I say, okay, let me ask you this. You ever rewire a kitchen? You say, yes. Do you know what's the rule? Yes. You ever rewire a room? Yes. What about a panel? Yeah. What about service? Yes. Okay, put the puzzle together. Here is the house.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It took him a month to do that
Yeah.
because he had to
long
make
time.
growth. He had to actually
especially
go
at
with a
home like that. Yeah.
So after he finished the job, he feel like, yeah, if we did that, we can do whatever.
Yeah.
It was an unlock for me.
Yeah.
It was a defining moment.
Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
was definitely, it just opened up.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, if I can do this, what can't I do?
Yeah.
You know, like I proved, he put me in a tough position where it was like, it's this or this. Like,
Right.
there's no going left
Yeah,
or right.
it's either you fly or you.
And
go
he was a
down and you kill
recommended
yourself.
builder from a buddy of ours that he moved to Florida, and he told us, look, this is a very good customer of mine. Take care of him.
Yeah.
So there was a little more pressure. You know,
Sure.
I couldn't back out and say, no. So I did it. And I remember I had an apprentice that it was green. Yeah. I'm talking about, give me 14.2. And this guy was like, what's 14.2?
Yeah.
Right. So it was all on me.
Yeah.
And I did it. And it was literally an unlock for me. It was like,
Yeah.
wow, if I can do this, I can do anything. And after that, he was like, all right, go get the service call. Go do this. Go do that.
Right.
And I was like, let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Let's go.
So, so what year was all this when the business really started taking off a little bit?
2018.
2018.
2018.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Been
And
3
so
years in business.
talk about those next, you met us in 23. So, so you guys, I guess, were making a living, right? You're getting jobs, word of mouth.
We was struggling.
Yeah, we were really
actually.
Oh, you were struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a repeated story here that you hear. It's,
Yeah.
you know, the work is there and the money's not in the bank. You
Yeah,
know, I would go to Home Depot and purchase. This is me thinking, like, in my mind, I would go to purchase parts in Home Depot, and I'm like, of course, I had, you know, the access to the bank account in the company, but I never understood. I'm like, why am I purchasing parts in Home Depot, but I know I'm not going to collect the check this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for me.
Right.
Because we had the experience of the previous company we used to work for, where we're doing work, we're collecting checks, we're getting paid our commission, and we're making way more money than we were making in our own businesses.
Yeah.
Right. Which is what I tell everybody all the time. If you're expecting to open a business and make money right off the bat, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Don't expect it. There's going to be a lot of work, but you can be successful because we went through that. So
Yeah.
I would question myself and say,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. We were really struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, those next years of business, we hired some guys. We had some 1099s. They didn't have the documentation, but it's what we had.
Yeah.
We would drive to their houses to pick them up, to take them to work, and then drive them back
Oh,
home.
wow.
That's how bad it was. Now I think about that, I'm like, oh, what were you
We do-
thinking?
yeah. Yeah.
We would meet up, and then it got a little better. We would meet up at Home Depot, and they would be there just waiting for us, and then we'd take them, but we'd have to bring them back to Home Depot in the afternoon. A lot of those guys there was one of them that was a very good worker, but he would go MIA. He would go missing for a month and then come back and say, I want my job. I'm like, what do you mean you want your job?
Yeah.
But we didn't know how to do business.
No, I mean, you're just you were in survival mode, right?
The moment that was like all those years, right?
Yeah.
Just years of struggling.
Yeah.
What really threw us off the edge, CertainPath was not even on our radar.
Sure.
No.
They're really heavy in Texas and stuff, but
Oh, yeah.
back then I wouldn't. I'll tell you the way I found out, and then you'll be like, yeah, if you didn't find that opportunity, you would probably never found us. But when we were talking, I'm like, Dad, we were thinking about, let's fire everybody.
Yeah.
Me and you stay.
Yeah.
Right. And we make more money that way.
Right.
Whatever
Yeah.
these guys are making, we'll pay ourselves.
Yeah.
We're doing all the work anyway.
Right.
These guys show up sometimes they don't show up.
Show up. Yeah.
We're sick of it. We're just at the end.
Yeah.
Right. And we had lots of conversations like, this is not the business we wanted to build.
Yeah.
I don't want to, offer my family this. I had met Carolyn recently, so my life got a little more serious,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I have somebody that depends on me, that, I want to prove to her I'm able to provide,
For
us
sure.
men, and we want to provide, a good living for our wives.
Absolutely.
And of course they provide as well, but just kind of something in me, right?
Absolutely.
That was built with, like, I know I need to be able to provide for my family. And I remember we had $200 in our bank account and a $15,000 payroll coming. I'm like, how are we gonna do this? And we're Christians, so my dad was always like, just believe.
Right. Yeah.
God's not gonna let us down belief. But I'm like, Dad, I know I gotta believe, but man, it's just everything's showing me different. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What we're gonna do. I remember I walk in. We were getting into a commercial project because we thought that was good business.
Sure.
And I met Kelly Electric. Kelly Electric is in Home Depot in the same aisle as me. And he's like, hey, Owen. No, he didn't say, hey, Owen. He said, hey. He starts telling me, hey, started talking about a part or something. And then I started commenting to him about the commercial job we're going to do. I'm telling him people don't want to pay. This guy's trying to, stiff me for this much money.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, it just came out of me. I'm like, hey, do you mind if I ask you a question? He's like, what's up? I'm like, what are you doing that I'm not doing that makes you so successful?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going nowhere with our business.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to know? Yeah, I want to know. Call these people.
Is that right?
And I'm like, please,
Something
dude.
simple
We
like
just
that.
got, I don't want to say stiff. I think we didn't know how to use them. Adam's billboard company.
Yeah.
We did billboards, but to our understanding, without the knowledge I have now, I thought billboards was like a lead generating thing, but no, it's more of a branding thing, right?
Yep.
It's an awareness thing. So we use them improperly, thinking that we're going to get more leads. And all we were doing is paying for those impressions, but we weren't bringing anything in yet.
Sure.
So we had paid $15,000 there, and I'm like, no, like I'm already burned.
Yeah.
I don't want to go pay these people money, and then they're going to do the same thing with me. So I call Pops. I'm like, hey, Pops, look what happened to me. Pop, and I tell him, explain to him. He's like, bro, call him. Let's see what happens. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me call him. I call CertainPath. I didn't get through the first time, but I called a couple times, and they gave me a call back. Forget exactly who I spoke to, but I knew that we had to go to Ohio then. That's when Patrick kind of does like the whole presentation. That's called Profit Day, right?
Yeah.
So and I tell Pops, I'm like, Pops, they want us to go to Ohio. And he's like, Ohio?
We're making another long drive.
Yeah, it's a 6-hour drive, right? I'm like, from where we're at, I'm like, we don't even have money to go out. He's like, well, we got credit cards, let's go.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, all right, well, if you're with it, I'm with it too, let's go. We go to Ohio, we sit down in Profit Day, and it's like they read our past, our present, and our future.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we were all sitting down. I remember it was my mom, Erwin, my wife, and me.
Wow. Yeah. The whole crew.
We all went.
Wow.
And Erwin and me, my dad and I look at each other and we're like, that's us.
Yeah.
That is us. They just read us our
They
story.
describe our business.
Yeah.
And it was like, they do the whole presentation, then they give us the investment.
Yeah.
And it was just like, boom. And I'm like, we're broke.
Yeah.
We got no money. We have the $15,000 payroll. Now we got this. What are we doing?
Yeah.
He tells me, he looks at me, he's like, listen, we've risked so much in this company and we've lost. What's the difference if we risk again? Maybe we'll win, maybe we'll lose. But let's go.
Yeah.
He pulls out his American Express, says, run it through here.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow.
Woo! Got real.
Yeah. So we signed up, we took it, and I was desperate. I'm like, all right, I tell Patrick, give me something to do. Give me something to do.
Yeah.
So he sends me a layout because it was a month till EP.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait. I need to do something now. Like, this is a huge investment. There has to be some, ROI right now.
Yeah.
He's like, he sends me a layout of a van. I looked at the layout. I was like, I don't even know what this means.
Yeah.
But he was trying to give me something to do. He was doing his best he can, right? So I waited till EP. We get to EP, and
In Dallas, so you're getting on a plane.
yeah, that
spending
was
more money.
another
Yeah,
impact.
more money.
Yeah, that was another impact for us. I'm like, hey, Dad, guess what? What? Now I got to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, dude, like more money? I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right, cool.
Did you
Great.
both go or just one of you?
It just went me. He held the
keep
company
the money.
down.
I guess start making some money.
Yeah,
Oh,
he held
yeah.
the fort down for us.
Had to pay the bills.
That's
It was
right.
my wife and I that went.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Carolyn had just started to work in the office with us.
Okay.
Not that much. She was just doing odds and ends that I couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I went to EP, and I just started hearing these people. You sit down in front of a people. I thought these were all new people, right?
Yeah.
No, there's people from companies that just go to EP and they take that class again and they retake it.
Yeah.
And they're talking. I'm like, I am so dumb. I don't know anything. Like, these people are talking about KPIs. I'm like, what's KPIs?
Sure.
I'm thinking, we sold 600,000. We're good. I hear a guy talk about, I sold $600,000. I'm like, oh, the company. I'm like, oh, we're not that bad.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, just me, myself. And I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, just him?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, that's what he said. I'm like, no way. And I went up to him, like, just you? He's like, yeah, it was just me. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm like, we're bankrupt.
Right.
At that point, I know we Coach Aaron was here, and he sat down and he told me, started talking to me about my business and stuff, and trying, digging in and stuff like that. And I was telling him, and he's like, that was kind of towards the end of the class, right? We kind of almost chose each other. He came to me, and I was like, I want you to be my coach. He had that connection with me, right?
He found a connection for sure.
Yeah, and he told me, I want you to bring a why that's so powerful, that's gonna make you cry.
Yeah.
But it has to bring tears to your eyes.
Yeah.
If it doesn't bring tears to your eyes, it's not powerful enough.
Yeah.
Now I remember when that guy said those words to me, we were in just such a bad position in our company.
Yeah.
So vulnerable, like thinking we're gonna lose it all, we're gonna have to close the doors.
Yeah.
And I talked to him about our employees. You got to get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
Just keep Orlando, the one that has a W-2. Like, you're thinking, we have hearts, right? I'm thinking about these people's livelihood and stuff like that. And I'll call my dad. I'm like, listen, here's what we have to do. He's like, well, if you got to do it, you got to do it. I'm like, yeah, I know we're going to have to do it. But long story short, when he told me those words, I remember I got up my chair. I went to the bathroom where you guys used to have your office.
Yeah.
And I just started crying.
Wow.
Crying. And then we get into the car, and my wife said, why are you crying? I was like, I just need to find my purpose,
Yeah. You've just been churning and churning. This
Yeah.
whole time.
And I remember like yesterday that he made me go up there. I was the last guy. Like everybody gave their presentation. I guess they saved me for last. I don't know. But I remember just a knot in my throat, I couldn't talk. But I gave the why. And there was people that came up to me after that and said, that why that you have is the same why I have and the reason I do it. And she told me the story about her husband. And it was just like, wow, I'm not the only guy that's going through this stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was like finding the key.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To success. And we started to implement things.
Yeah. What'd you do when you got back?
What led us to attend the event today? We've been watching the CertainPath podcast on YouTube for quite some time, and it just had a lot of good content, so we wanted to come and see what that content was live. Coming into this, I had no expectations of what it might be. I've never experienced anything like this before, but it proved to be a truly moving and engaging experience all the way around. My most powerful insight from this is that there are other contractors just like me, just struggling to make it, to figure it out. And it's wonderful to know that there's a network of people that can help support you and have your back. The most exciting thing to take home here, what we're going to implement is going to be the call taking and dispatching for profit. I can truly see from the coaches what the value of that is, and for us, that's going to be step one. I would recommend others come and experience so that they can find out what they don't know, to understand that they don't know what they don't know, and to be able to experience a community that's willing to help answer that question.
The first thing I did was, for me, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
This guy was always like the head of the company.
Yeah.
He let me kind of handle the CertainPath stuff.
Yeah.
He gave me the opportunity to handle that. But I had to prove to him it was worth it.
Right.
Right? It wasn't just like, it wasn't easy. Like, oh, you're going to sign up for this company, we're going to pay money, and there's no proof for anything. No. You have to prove to me this is worth it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He didn't tell me that specifically, but I knew that's what he wanted.
Sure.
Right? So in the beginning, it was like, okay, now you guys got these book. We printed out the Minuteman proof book.
Okay.
We laminated it.
Look at
and
you.
we said, let's go.
Let's go.
Right?
Yeah.
Safety sheet, laminated it. Let's go. And then the membership contract, laminated. Let's go.
You started the membership too, right?
Yeah, right
Good
away.
for you.
Right away.
Yeah.
I remember my first call. The guy kicked me out of his house. And to not say the curse words here, but he's like, get the bleep out of my house. If you come back here, I'm suing you.
Yeah.
And I'm just in shock. I'm
Sure.
like, whoa, like what's going on? And I tell him, hey, listen, I can tell you're definitely not satisfied with the work we did for you here today.
Yeah.
Or the presentation I gave to you today. I'm going to make sure I call the office, and the $69 service fee that we do charge, they're not going to charge you it, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, if you charge me those $69, I'm calling my lawyer. You're going to get sued.
So you got a real gem that first
Yeah,
call.
yeah. Man, my first call, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to build options yet.
Sure.
So I called Coach Aaron.
Probably
I'm
the
like,
value, probably. You weren't.
I just went
you weren't-
right.
You're just
I went
going.
straight for the kill.
You're just going.
You know?
Yeah.
I called Coach Aaron. I'm like, Coach Aaron, look, this happened to me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. He's like, listen, it wasn't your customer.
Right.
Reset. Go to the next one. My next one was the following day, but I got on a meeting with him. I'm like, I need you to show me something. Show me something. I need to be able to. I'm going to show you how to build packages. Boom, 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 boom. Showed me how to build packages. I remember that I go to my call, in Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah,
Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre. It was a panel. And I'm like, I don't have paper in the car to build these packages.
Right.
I got a napkin.
Yeah.
I am not kidding. I remember one thing Coach Aaron said people appreciate you doing something for them a lot more than a discount.
Yes.
So these people were struggling with closing the hood of their car. And I was able to close it for them. And then I went and built my packages. Good, better, best.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just try. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Built value. And I sold my 200 amp panel and service that we used to sell for like $2,000
Yeah.
for $10,000.
Woo!
And I call him. I'm like, dude, what? What happened? I'm like, dude, I just sold this. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Roll till my next call date.
And everybody happy, by the way.
Oh my
Because
God.
they liked you. You fixed a problem. You made a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
saw
yeah.
the value. Yeah.
They saw the value.
Yeah.
Definitely the presentation. I was in shock that when I presented the price, there was no, whoa, like,
Yeah.
you know, what the heck? Because by building options, you
Give
take a little
options,
bit of
give
that,
something to do. Yeah.
of that ultimatum away, right?
Yeah. Well, you give it's not a yes or no. Which one? You know, for sure.
It's about, you know, where does your budget fall right now?
Yeah.
Can we do this? So went to my next call, sold a 13,000, called him again, dude, it works. Like
Yeah.
this system works. Went to my next one, sold another $1,000 for a circuit. We used to charge $350.
Yeah.
I sold another $1,000 some dollars.
You're charging retail finally.
Dude,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
And that was just like enough for him to say,
Okay.
my turn.
Yeah. Oh,
And
good.
he went and killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it. And it was just like, it was the unlock. The first thing we did was like price and go out there and present packages and just sell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the first thing we did. We didn't think about it. We didn't wait for the books to come in. We printed the proof and we
We
just
just
went
believe.
for it.
Were you doing the inspection too yet, or were you just really?
I
looking at the
wasn't-
main
I wasn't,
issue?
I was a little confused on how to do it.
Yeah.
I was, that inspection made me more aware.
Yeah.
Of what I should be looking for.
Sure. Sure.
So I did some of it.
Yeah, but not. The
I
whole
wasn't
house yet.
proficient at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
We
I
feel
am
afraid
today.
to do it because
Feel
we think
afraid to
that
do it.
people will say that this is what we think.
Yeah.
People will say like, no, you're looking for more things in my house.
Yeah.
But when we learn how to present that,
Yeah.
it's so easy now.
Yes. Yes.
Now it's more like help people establish what is the priorities that we have to attack in the house.
Absolutely.
And people now feel more comfortable with us.
Well, you know, I'm a homeowner. I'm not an electrician, but I'm a homeowner. I want to know what's going on in my house. And if you can at least let me know what's going on in my house and you give me options, I don't have to say yes to fixing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But at least I know. And with what you guys do, a lot of it's safety, right? Safety,
lot,
it's
yeah.
fire, it's health. I mean, it's stuff that impacts your health. Just let me know, right? And I get more frustrated. I'm sure you guys maybe have learned this in growing when if you fix something and you don't tell somebody that
Yeah.
it's something else and then they call you back, they're more irritated than had you shown them in the first place, right? So that's all part of that evolution. So did you guys go to training then at any point? Or you were just running and gunning and trying to
Before-
make money?
In that moment, we had no training. We
Right,
were like, let's
right.
go. Like, we
Yeah.
need to make money.
Yeah, you need to
we
make
got
money.
we got the CertainPath bill. We got to pay it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and with that, how are we paying it? Well, by making money. So
Money.
let's go. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So at that point, we were running and gunning. Let's go. Let's go for the kill, right?
Yeah.
We did take the courses after
Okay.
online on Zoom. That helped us a bunch.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Start learning the steps.
But one of the
all
things I'd
yeah.
say is people are looking for that magical thing to make, oh, you learn this, you're going to go out there and sell. No, it's a process to learn.
Absolutely.
I'm still learning now. I'm not
Sure.
perfect right now. You know,
Sure.
I'm proud of myself for my goals.
We are every day.
Yeah.
New things coming to the puzzle, we learn every day.
Absolutely.
We're
Absolutely.
proud of our accomplishments, but there's always some more to learn.
Oh,
From
yeah.
somebody else, from people here at CertainPath that you
For
speak to, different tactics. So I heard this week and I was like, you know what? It's crazy. The guy says you can't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
If you doubt yourself, you got your biggest enemy against you, which is you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to go out there and believe.
For sure.
And you got to go out there and believe that what you're offering this customer is the best thing that you have. And it's
Yeah.
about safety. I tell my customers all the time, listen, we're not talking here about dandy fancy lights.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want you to, I always say, when you hire me, I want you to hire me and get something you like.
Yes.
Because then the investment feels like, okay, fine. Yeah, I did my panel, but I got this nice chandelier,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can show something off. You're not going to go down and tell your buddy, hey, bud, look, I got a brand new panel. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
funnest thing to do. People do that, but not everybody does
Yes.
that, right?
Yes.
But just making sure that you care enough,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? That when you go out to those homes, people see that in you.
Absolutely. They feel it.
They feel it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Oh, this guy's not here just to sell me.
Right.
He actually cares about my home. One of our guys brought something to training yesterday. He says smoke alarms read at 7 ppm, right? Carbon monoxide reading, 70. There was a family in our area that their children all died at 67 ppm.
Oh, wow.
And I was asking him, why would the alarms not read at a lower ppm?
Yeah.
Well, the rating is 70.
Yeah.
Manufacturer spec. I don't know why. I have to dig into that a little bit, but that's what they read at. But then I asked him, let me ask you a question. The chamber of the machine cracked, the furnace, and it was leaking carbon monoxide into the air, right?
Yeah.
Was there an interconnected smoke alarm downstairs? In the basement, the ppm was 98. So if there would have been an interconnected smoke alarm downstairs
would've
and
helped
throughout
them.
the house, it would have saved their lives. So those are the stories that you hear
Yeah.
that change your mind on what your purpose really is.
Absolutely.
We're here to save lives.
Right.
You
Right.
know, unfortunately with the human beings, until something bad, drastic happens like that,
Yes.
we don't realize how important it was. Now, I always tell people, and I use a story that happened to me, where it was a family, same situation. Guy came, was cooking outside of the grill, put the grill against the siding, that caught fire.
Yeah.
His dog and his wife were on the other side, no smoke, no carbon monoxide detector, killed him.
Oh.
And I tell my customers, if I ask that customer right now to give me $200,000 for the smoke alarm system that I recommended him to get installed, I don't think he would say no.
Yeah.
Because his wife and his dog are worth a lot more
Yeah.
than that,
Yeah.
right? So going out there and really pouring, like really loving what you do,
Yes.
and caring for people and
Caring
letting
for
people
people.
see that,
Yeah.
is a game changer.
It's real talk.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, hey, your smoke detectors are old. You probably should change them out. Is a lot different conversation than, hey, this is what happens. These smoke detectors, they only read at a certain level, and otherwise they don't work. And there's a story. Did you see it? And people don't see that until an expert comes and educates them. And that's what you guys are. And too often, like you said back in the day, blue collar works looked down on. Well, no, you guys, you guys are experts in your craft. And it saves lives. And like, who wouldn't want it? Again, back to my original point. I get people are busy, right? But when you explain something like you explained it to me, it's real. Like, oh, you know what? Okay, I want to make that really is a small investment in replacing the smoke detectors, making sure my family's safe.
It's like a seatbelt in your car. I
Right.
always relate it. You don't wear it, and you drive for 40 years and there's never a problem.
Yeah.
But the one moment you have an accident,
Right.
one time, it just takes one mistake.
Right.
And sometimes it's not even you.
Yeah.
Right? It's somebody else, another driver, right?
Yep.
They make a mistake and they hit you, and you're like, now I broke a rib,
Right.
I'm out for 6 months, now I don't have anybody bringing money into the home. Then you realize how important, it was to wear that seatbelt.
Absolutely.
But we wait for those moments to happen
We have
sometimes.
a customer that lost his house because house next door get on fire
Oh,
twice.
wow.
And he
And it
didn't
was
have
because
smoke
of
detectors.
faulty
Oh, man.
electrical installation. Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? It just happens. It happens every day, all over America.
Sometimes when those customers put a price instead of a safety to the fixture that we are offering them to have it installed in the house, like they say, oh, that's too expensive. I have to make this question. And I say, sir, if we had to put a price to your safety, how much that will be?
Oh, good question.
And they say like, I say priceless, right?
Yeah.
So do you think pay such amount of money for this equipment that will help you to be safe and the guarantee that our company offer, it will be expensive? I don't think so. I think it would too cheap. We should double this price because I think you're more valuable.
Yeah.
And then people start thinking at that point.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Well, you asked an
I asked
open-ended question. You didn't just tell them. You asked an open-ended question, made them think about it. You're like, oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of what sales, it's just making people answer obvious questions and go, that makes a lot of sense.
Selling to the pain point,
Yeah.
right? A lot of people
Yeah.
sell the technical stuff. It's not your.
No,
You gotta
you're
sell
going to
the pain
lose them.
point.
And I know electricians love to talk technical.
Oh my God!
I mean, you go hang out. I get lost real fast when I hang out with you guys electricians at these things. I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah. And you're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
That's exactly
Oh, yeah.
right.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm lost.
But that's a true story because a
Yes.
lot of our customers don't want to look dumb.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I try to break it down. Like I said, we're babies in CertainPath.
Yeah.
We have so much to learn and so much to implement,
Yeah.
so much to grow. And by no means are we perfect.
Sure.
Right? Everybody has a journey. And sometimes I question, like, hey, are we behind? But then I talk to other
don't
members
worry
and other
about that.
members are like, no, you're doing good. So
Don't
it's
worry
not
about that.
comparing yourself.
No, that's right.
You're going to get there, right? But a lot of people go out there and they want to sell on the technical side
Yes.
when what you really need to do is break it down to here's what you can lose.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's not scare tactics. But it's just being real.
It's true,
right.
Yeah.
You can get to. I had a customer last week. Orlando went to it. Firefighters are fire extinguishing our electrical panel.
Yeah.
Come on, there was probably somebody before that told her, hey, this needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
But you ignore it, right? So you got to tell people because it's the truth. He says something that I love. He says to the customers, hey, listen, I know that maybe you feel like I'm selling you, but it's not that.
Yeah.
Imagine you hire another electrician, another electrician comes here and tells you, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, and you got to do this. And I didn't tell you that. How would you think of me then?
Oh, yeah.
The first question you're going to say is, why didn't Erwin tell me that?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then I look like the bad guy.
Yes.
Right.
You just
Another
gave
thing-
another quote. You just gave another quote from a
Yep.
competitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing is,
That's a good one.
yeah, you're going to question if I'm really the electrician that you need. Now, if I do
Yes.
it the wrong way,
Right.
or like I told one of my customers last week, I said, listen, I totally understand the investment is a lot more than what you expected.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I go to the store, and when I buy a box of cereal, my investment's a lot more than what I want to pay anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Our mission as an electrical company is we want to make sure that you're running into the company that has the right character.
Yeah.
What does this mean? We're going to do the right things when nobody's looking. That's integrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now, I can go ahead and pitch that to you, and you can choose to believe me or not believe me.
Yes.
But when you're making a choice off the investment,
Yeah.
you're making a choice on one thing, a number.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Right.
And when you know that you made a wrong choice, when something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And when something goes wrong, that might be in 6 months, that might be in a year, that might be in 2 months, that might be in 3 years.
Yeah.
By the time you try to get back to that contractor, guess where that contractor's at?
Yeah.
Long gone.
Right.
Right? Long term, we are the cheaper investment.
Yeah.
Why? Because you only have to do things once.
Right. It's
Right.
also, I'm sure it makes it easier to sell the club membership. We're coming
Yeah.
out and checking the work and making sure the warranty's intact and we're here checking everything. I mean, that's part of the conversation, right?
He's the pro pitcher right here.
Oh yeah? Yeah,
Pro
you got
pitcher.
the clubs down?
Pro pitcher.
Yeah.
He sets it up in a way that I'm like, you know what, man, you're like, that's perfect. He says, you know what the club actually does for me? It gives me the opportunity to come and check my work to make sure everything's working
Ooh,
perfectly.
Yeah.
Bring peace to your mind, bring peace to my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save
Everything's
money,
working
save
perfectly.
time.
That's
Yeah.
how he sells them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not about the discount. The discount's nice.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how
Um,
people cancel though.
Yeah, that's how people cancel. He sells it on guaranteeing that the work is done perfectly.
Yes.
And people love that.
Perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to have somebody that's going to come and torque down the connections in our electrical panels.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's working properly. And if there's anything that we see that you need, we need to bring it to your attention, we're going to bring it to you.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he is like, I got that line and forget it. Every single time I pitch it, it's like, it works.
worked. Yeah.
So we don't change it.
right.
If it works, it works. It's going to stay the same.
Absolutely. You got to find what works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
I have a customer one time. Then I built a tickets for him, and we was almost finished and close on a bigger ticket, $17,000.
Wow. Yeah.
And then he say, I want to call my son that he live in New York, and I want he come over and see this, and then he will help me to get the decision. I say, is there any way we can call your son right now, and I can explain to him because he might have some technical questions that I can answer right away.
Yes. Yes.
And he say, no, he's busy, but it's okay. I will give you a call. Well, nothing else I can do.
Yeah.
So go. And then
That's a tough situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the guy came, and the guy said, no, that's too much money.
Money.
Let's
Yeah. He has
find-
nothing.
let's find another company.
Yeah.
They found another company. Company went there, but I remember then I told the guy, hey, when the other company come over, don't show the package that I built for you.
Yeah.
Don't tell anything that I told you. Let them
Build it.
fund
themselves.
what they want to fund.
Yeah.
And then when they got that, call me, and then we compare pairs to pairs, apples to apples.
Yeah.
So the guy called me. He shows me what the other guy did, and it was like $9,000 different.
Yeah.
And I say, sir, right from the back. I take the two sheets and do like this, flip it and say, right from the back.
Yeah.
$9,000 different. That red flag me right away.
Yes.
Now let's do it. Boom. And then look it. He's giving you this, and this. What about these other things over here?
Yeah.
If I subtract this out, my price is better than this one. And I can prove it.
Yeah.
Boom. And then I say, but that is something that I would like to do over here.
Yeah.
Mrs. Gloria, the guy's wife,
Yeah.
she was in the kitchen. And I said, Mrs. Gloria, can you please come over for a minute? Can you please have a seat here? Be honest with me. Please, be honest with me. On between the other guy and me, who you think is better? who you feel more comfortable with? He said, with you. I say, sir, she made the decision. We're going to do this job.
Woo.
And the guy was like, oh, okay.
You
Yeah, he just took it.
did you know she was going to say yes, or you were?
Yes,
Oh,
of
you knew
course,
it.
because I did my work.
Yeah.
You know, I did my work in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we got the best price
yeah.
because we subtract a couple of things from the ticket, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still have that little thing over here. So, but I say, you know what? It's no time to talk about this. All right, when we want to do the job? Oh, next Wednesday. Okay, fine. Boom. Coming next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Start working. I asked the office sending me to do the job.
Yeah.
So while I was doing the job, I was like, Mr. Augustus, can you please come close to me? Let me just tell you something about it. I got a pain in my heart. Why, Erwin? Well, because we're going to do this job, you're going to invest all this money, and we're not going to put a whole house surge protector. So we don't want to have nothing to protect your investment.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important. And the guy say, well, yeah, just put it on.
Yeah.
Good. And then keep working, and they say, Mr. Augustus, can you please come over again? You know, we have a whole house surge protector, but we don't have a ground rod system.
Yeah.
And that's their thing make. So
Yes,
we
yes.
had to put it on and say, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And I recovered my $17,000
Yeah.
little by little.
Right. Yeah.
And then when I finish, I say, now I have a surprise for you. What is that? I'm going to give you 2 years free SSP program.
Okay.
What that means, Aaron? That means I'm going to come every 12 months to check the job that I did just to make sure everything is fine.
Yeah.
And after the 2 years, you will decide if you want to keep with that program. And then I will make it all the guarantee that I give you for life
Yeah.
about that. They say, we don't have to wait 2 years. We want to sign it right now.
Oh yeah.
And we did it.
Yeah.
That-
That's great.
That day I called him. We have a video about that. I don't know if you still have
Yeah,
that.
they were eating a banana together on the table, and they took a video. We love this guy. I'm like, what the heck with the banana? But that's when you know you made the rapport with your
Absolutely.
customer, right? Like
Absolutely.
you really connected with them.
Yeah.
He's been in situations where it was an apprentice in him, and he's creative sometimes with the way he does things, but it works, right? So I remember the gentleman that you were like you were telling Chris, put it on the bill,
Oh, yeah.
and the guy's like, no, and you put it on the bill.
Yeah.
No, and Chris was like, our apprentice was making the bill. Do I put it on the bill? The customer's saying no, everyone's saying yes,
Yeah.
and he looks at Chris and says, put it on the bill. And Chris put it on the bill, and the
Yeah.
guy was the happiest customer ever.
Is that you
Yeah.
just knew the personality?
Just
you
knew
you,
him.
you could read where he.
That guy is Haitian.
Okay.
And I know a little bit. I love to learn how to speak a couple of words in the people language.
Different
Yeah,
languages,
yeah.
So I know in Creole is a word and say translated to English will be a lot of work for little money.
Okay.
So they say appel travail petit l'argent.
Okay.
So when I identify the guy from Haiti, I say, hey, appel travail. And he say, oh, you speak Creole? I say, just a couple of words.
Yeah.
I say, okay, petit l'argent. I say, no, appel l'argent. So he was telling me like, no, this is too much money. This is too much money. I
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
"No,
Yeah.
this is a lot of work, but I need to do this. And then Chris was doing the ticket, and we was fighting against another thing that we had to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I say, you know what? This is a time to play the hardball.
Yeah.
I say, Chris, put it on. And the guy say, no, I don't need it. Believe me, you need it. Put it on. No. I say, sir, you need it. Trust me, you need
Yeah.
it. And if you don't do it right now, it's going to be more expensive later.
Yeah.
So let's do it now.
Yeah.
Put it on. And Chris was like, hey, what I'm supposed to do? I said, bro, who pay you check? Handle me, right?
What do I
Put it
do?
on. And he put it on.
What was it? You remember
Uh,
what was the word?
It was he wants to have a Tesla a charger.
Oh yeah.
So we was
oh,
talking.
you get this fancy car. You might as well. Hey, let's.
Let's protect the system.
Yeah, but he had the car connected into the GFCI, and I say,
Oh,
no, you need this.
yeah.
But we was talking about a couple of thousands, and he was
Sure.
like, no. I said, bro, just put it on because you will say thanks.
You just dropped 80,000 on a Tesla. Let's
Yeah.
make sure it's
it's protected,
Yeah.
So
That's neat.
things like that happen all the time. I always say to him, the more important thing is that second when they customer open the door and you smile on them.
Yeah.
Good morning. How you doing? With that energy, and you shake the hand strong. People feel that energy.
Yes.
And you contact the people.
Yeah.
At that point,
contagious.
this guy is on your side.
Yeah.
Now you have to keep manage that situation.
That's right.
And like I always say, I'm not a seller.
Yeah.
I'm not an electrician. I'm not a safety advisor.
Yeah.
I'm a combination of everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because depending on the situation, I will get the field that I need to working with, and I get it to the people. But the more important thing is, I feel myself every time that I knock a door, the family friend came over.
Yeah.
So things gonna be right because I'm here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I made people thinking in that way.
Yeah.
So when they say yes to my tickets, it's because they know that I'll try to do the best for my family.
Absolutely. So how much are you guys both reading personalities or nationalities to try and connect with people on their wavelength? Is that a big part of that first 5 minutes of that service call for both of you?
Yes. I do it more subconsciously than anything else.
Yeah.
Once you study DISC in the beginning, right? But then you kind of know where you're at, and you kind of do it subconsciously. I'm a very personable. I was asking my wife, I asked her, I was like, what do you think makes me sell?
Yeah. You both are personable.
Yeah, like what is it that you think makes the difference from me? Because I look at myself, I'm like, my guy, if I can do it, my guys can do it.
Yeah.
I tell my guys all the time, listen, I had to go out there and I had to start from scratch. I had nobody to look up to, just the people that, and from CertainPath, I had nobody home.
Yeah.
Right?
Not day to day. Yeah.
Yeah. So my wife was like, it's your personality.
Yeah.
I go in there and you can, and you talk to the customers, the way you express yourself, your tone. I tell the guys all the time, tonality is so important. It's just like, if you speak one tone, your whole conversation, we got to do this because, or it's like, listen, I get it.
Yeah. You're conveying energy. You said it earlier, right? With your tone.
And you can hear it in a phrase.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. It's expensive.
Right. But like within that first 5 or 10 minutes, are you guys asking open-ended questions about the job, or do you go, hey, I noticed the Tesla, or hey, I like your landscaping, or do you just ask about the job right away? What do you do in those first few minutes?
We go in, you got to ask the questions.
Yeah.
Kind of in training, what they taught us.
Yeah.
You want to close the doors as well as you're going. So, you go in there and, hey, how can I help you today? Oh, we have this going on. And I'll let them throw up. I don't really like to let them not show me what's going on because I don't want them to feel like right off the bat I'm trying to sell something. Tell me what's going on. Let's go look at it. And I always tell them, listen, with what you're doing, we always have to check the heart of the house.
Okay.
And what's the heart of the house?
Yeah.
It's the panel, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered if your heart doesn't operate properly, how do you think your body feels?
Yeah.
Does it feel good, right?
Yeah.
So let's go check the heart of the house to see what condition it is, to see if we can actually upgrade this part of the house and do what you're asking for.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Yeah, it's fair. When was this house built?
Yeah.
How is this affecting you?
Yeah.
Right? You got to get people to relate to the pain.
Right.
Okay, my outlets are not working, but how is this affecting you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
so connected to their real life.
Connected to the real life, right?
Yes.
Well, it's taking me out of my job every day. Wow, that must be stressful. So I'm imagining every time, time is money, right? So you're losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm losing money. It's stressful because I got to get my kids up and, ready. And by the time this is not working, I'm just struggling.
Yeah.
I think the very important is that 1 or 2 minutes prior to getting the house.
Yeah.
Figure out what is the year of the house.
Yeah.
What the customer is complaining about.
Right.
And then what I do is after I knock the door, say hi, present myself, I work in the customer self-esteem.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you have a beautiful house.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this because I'm impressed. Who is the one to decorate this house? My wife. Oh my God. I think she have a part-time with me. I'm going to call it to my house because this is nice. I love it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's color.
You're making people smile.
Yeah. People smile. People getting like, if it's a woman, oh my goodness. Oh, for real? Oh my God. Thank you. I said, no, for real. Yeah.
You're making a friend.
And then coming with a floor savers.
Yes.
Sometimes they say, no, it's okay. You don't need it. I say, please, I don't like to bring things from inside the house. I really protect the environment, especially when they have pets. It's so important.
Yeah.
Oh, I just do, pets and everything, kids.
Yeah.
So people start like, wow, this guy is interested in me. I mean, he likes
He's a human being.
Yeah, human being.
Yeah.
After that, I always say like, okay, now let's go back to business.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Yeah.
And then people start telling me all kinds of stuff. And I said, listen, more information that you gave me, more close to got me to the root of the problem.
Right. Right.
So they start talking and talking and talking and talking. And I just listen. I'm looking for what they're telling me.
Yeah.
What is my nuggets to handle the situation.
Yes.
And then always when I go to check the panel, stuff like that, I always asking them, can you please come with me?
Yeah.
I want to see from the first side what I'm going to find.
Yes.
And when I start opening the panel, I say, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for moisture. I'm looking for rust and
You're
things.
educating them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
if
not
we
just
find a
looking to
couple
see
of
if
these
it's old
things,
and- yeah.
exactly. If we find some of this, it's a little bit concerned. They will take me to the other spot. We have to check all this out.
Yes.
And then, I mean, it's a friend who is in the house, you know. And then sometimes they say, yeah, but you've been telling me so many things, then I think that's going to be so expensive.
Right.
I say, no. What I'm doing is I'm giving you all the information that you need to make the right decision.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And
Now, when you go, say it's an outlet call, and you go, to go to the panel, the hardest system, as you said, and that panel's old. Maybe it's a Federal Pacific, or it's bad shape, whatever. Will you have a discussion at that moment about considering replacement, even though you got called for that outlet call? Will you start selling, saying, hey, this is something you want to consider upgrade? Or do you kind of hold on to that and then go back to the outlet to look at the outlet and how to handle that? What your guys' approach?
You gotta be careful.
Right.
Because a lot of these customers are like, oh, it's just the outlet, just check the outlet, right?
Yeah.
I really like to sell my diagnostic first
Okay.
because the diagnostic gives me the opportunity to open up all those other things.
Sure.
I'm going to be able to check the panel. I'm going to be able to check the system, right?
Yeah.
When you go to these calls and you go right from the outlet to the panel, you're taking away the importance of what they called you out for.
Right.
And you're making them feel like, hey, I'm going to sell you this panel. Wow, I saw like the guy that saw the golden nugget,
Yes.
right? And you forgot about it. And it
Right.
makes them feel like, wait, I called you for this.
Yes.
And then the other thing that can happen is like, you get so focused on their outlet and you make the mistake, let me open it, and then the outlet's burnt and you get no diagnostic.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to get the diagnostic first.
How do you explain it, by the way? Well, because
So-
I just paid you $69 to come out on the service fee. Isn't that the same thing?
So the way we do is when we do our today's service experience,
Yes.
we always say, hey, the $69 is the opportunity to do a visual scope to see if I can see anything obvious. If I can see anything obvious, it's going to save you some money. It's going to save me some time.
Yeah.
And we can move forward. But it's not. We're going to have to move forward with the diagnostic. Let's not talk about that until we get there.
I like it. So you're
Right?
like, yeah, because we don't know if you need that, right?
exactly.
I want them to feel like I'm working with you.
Yes.
Okay. I go do a visual scope. When did this happen? That's when I start asking my open-ended question. When did this happen? How is this affecting your life? What other areas of the home is this
I
happening
like
to?
it. Yeah.
Hey, did you see any smoke coming out of the outlet when it was operating? No.
Right.
Did you connect anything differently?
Yeah.
Okay. Did any smoke alarms go off?
Yeah.
No smoke alarms go off. When was the last time you had an electrician here in your home?
Yeah.
When was the last time you got your home checked?
Yeah.
And that gives me opportunity to kind of connect all those things, smoke alarms, surge protection panels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I don't see what's going, obviously I'm not going to go in there, start opening outlets for no diagnostic.
Yes.
Hey, listen, Mr. Bob, unfortunately, we are going to have to move forward with a diagnostic. Let me explain to you what that means.
Yeah.
And I
do you
open my
explain it? I wanna hear
diagnostic
it.
page. So it says, there's 3 reasons why our system, doesn't work. Bad part, bad wire, bad connection.
Yeah.
Or a combination of all 3.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I go down and explain to them, here's a little diagram of how your system ran. You can see all these little stars where your system can fail. The problem can be here. The problem can be upstairs in the room. I don't know. I have to figure out. This could be as little as 5 minutes for me to fix a problem.
Yeah.
Or it can take me the whole day. I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay? So what it includes, and I read to them what it includes on the bottom, limited time to find the problem. We're going to run tests on your switch, on your outlets to make sure everything's good. It comes with a 1-year, 2-year warranty for all recommendations. And then I flip the page.
Yeah.
Which I love that CertainPath did that. They took the price out of that first page.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
we
so much
worked
better.
on that. I was a part of that.
People
That was fun.
focus on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Flip that out. So based on your situation, you fall in a category X.
Yeah.
Some people are like, whoa, that's a lot of money. I said, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Can you just fix the outlet? I said, yeah, we can just fix the outlet. But let me ask you a question. If we go there and fix the outlet and it doesn't work, what are you going to think about me?
Yeah.
Probably not a good electrician, right? And what if you fix it and then it goes bad again? This is a symptom. But what's the core problem?
Ooh,
What
I like
caused this to happen, right?
That's good.
I always tell them, listen, you got 2 choices when you're sick. You take medicine and you can get better, or you won't get better, but you're doing something to get better.
Yeah.
Or you don't take medicine and it's hope.
Yeah.
Let's see if I get better.
Yes.
This moment, your house is telling you, if it's a woman or that, Dad, I'm sick.
Yeah.
I need you to give me my medicine. I'm the medicine.
Yeah.
But I need you to approve me
Right.
for me to move forward and test this stuff.
That's
You
pretty
know?
hard to deny that.
Yeah, and I think it's a different way of pitching those things that people aren't used to, right?
Yes.
A lot of people go in there and they pitch, the same thing. Oh, we got to do it. Oh, it's too expensive. Yeah, but we're high quality electricians. People are sick of hearing that.
Yes.
Give me the
It's the same
reasons
thing.
why.
It's
the
empty.
same exact thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me
What's high
something
quality
different.
mean? What's that mean?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Yes.
For me.
For me.
I'm
yeah.
just looking to save $1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always tell them, listen, you can always find somebody cheaper. And you want to know something funny? That cheap guy, you can find somebody cheaper than him.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. yeah.
But is that what you want to do with the thing that you invested the most? House is the biggest investment you'll probably do in your life.
Yeah.
I probably don't want to hire the cheaper guy to take
Right.
care of what I spent the most money in. But so when you're able to bring those things to like,
yeah.
what if we don't do it? Can you afford not to do it?
Right. Right.
And they're like, wait. They're questions they don't get hit with all the time.
Exactly.
You
Well,
you
you're
have to be
asking them
trained.
questions. You're not just telling it.
Exactly.
To me, that's the big thing with selling, soft selling, and even you're coming. I mean, you're energetic, right? But
Yeah.
it's still a soft sell because it's a question. You
Yeah.
let the person answer themselves. I'm not telling you got to do this, right? They're like, okay, that makes sense, right? Okay, so you run your diagnostic, and you figure out what's going on. Will you
I'm calling them throughout the process.
what's that?
I'm calling them throughout the process.
You're calling throughout the process. Okay,
So I'm bringing them like, okay, let's say that outlet, right? I look at the outlet. The guy said, prove the diagnostic. I'm
Yeah.
not just going to check your outlet. We're going to check the outlets where this stuff went bad. We're going to look for backstabbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Expansion and contraction. That's the reason.
Yeah.
I want to make sure one of the things we're going to start implementing now in our company is we want our guys that in their iPhones or in their iPads to make folders of burned outlets, burned switches, burnt panels, smoke alarms that are expired, problems that we run into, because not everybody, like for me, it's real because I get to see this, what a backstab outlet can cause.
Yeah.
Customers don't. There's
They
people
don't
that have backstab outlets
They
for
don't
20
know.
years and nothing happened.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But when you're able to show them, look, this was a customer that had backstab outlets, same situation as yours, but look what happened here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus on the certain path.
What do you don't have to say much then.
No.
Yeah.
no. So we want to build something where, like the smoke alarm situation I told you
Yes.
earlier, hey, just read this. While I go close your panel, read this, please.
Yeah.
And it tells them the story of what happened to that family. It makes it real.
Yeah.
Right? So I take the opportunity that when I'm doing the diagnosis, I'm going to check your panel. I'm going to check your outlets. I'm going to check your smoke alarms.
Right.
I'm
So
gonna
you're
ask them-
doing your inspection.
Yeah.
The diagnostic.
We used to do it reverse.
Yeah.
We used to do it after the call. But after the call, you fix that there's no urgency. People don't want to move forward with anything.
Yes. Yes.
And it doesn't give you the opportunity to tie everything together.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
Right?
a good nugget. Yep.
Hey, contractors, stop only relying on digital advertising. It's your pal Bob Houchin with The Successful Contractor. This data is so shocking, I had to share it with you immediately. We all know the contracting world is obsessed with digital marketing. But did you know that properly curated direct mail campaigns outperform digital's response almost every time? Good direct mail has a higher ROI over any paid channel. Again, when direct mail is done right. Research shows that consumers will keep a piece of direct mail for 17 days. It sits on that kitchen counter looking at them all day long. Your best customers, the households earning 6 figures plus, 65% say they're overwhelmed with digital ads, and they now trust good old direct mail more when deciding who to buy from. So the mailbox is winning. The question is yours? Most contractors are spraying postcards across zip codes and praying that the right homeowner opens one. That's not marketing, that's a lottery ticket. So let me introduce you to CertainPath Lead Generation. CertainPath Lead Generation is our direct mail marketing agency that works with CertainPath members and non-members. CertainPath Lead Generation uses 200 plus data points, home, age, income, and more to put your direct mail in front of the households most likely to book a job and buy. We run structured, multi-month campaigns, so instead of a one-time spike in calls that fades, you build predictable, repeatable demand. I know, you love digital because you can measure it. Well, with CertainPath Lead Generation, it does it for you as well. We can show you exactly which mailed homes turned into book jobs and the revenue behind them. So you get all the accountability of digital and none of the noise. Direct mail still works. Guessing just doesn't. Click the link and request your free market analysis. Stop guessing, start growing with CertainPath Lead Generation.
When I look at everything, I'm calling them throughout the process. Hey, Mr. Bob, can you come down real quick? Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know this is a Zinsco panel?
Yeah.
Do you know why these are dangerous? No, I don't know. Hey, look, actually, funny thing, I made a video for a company that's posted online. Here's the video. Take a look at it. It'll explain to you why these things are dangerous.
Okay.
And he sees the video. He's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And also customers sometimes, they when you say like, oh, you have a single panel, you had to replace it. They say, no, I've been working right there for 75 years.
Yeah, it's been good
It'll be
there for
okay.
50 years.
But I say, do you know that they are no insurable anymore?
Yeah.
What that mean?
Yeah.
What that mean? Well, that means that if you have a problem, God forbid you don't have that,
Yeah.
insurance will find the gap
Loophole.
to go because they say that's insurable and they can prove you that you have something illegal in your house.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that you have illegal things, but unfortunately, I
They're
just
not
try
covered.
to protect you.
Yeah.
So it will be a really good move to replace this out.
Yeah.
So people sometimes
It's the truth.
get it. Yeah, it's the truth. Exactly.
It's the truth. Yeah.
Or I say like, okay, and it's something that you can Google it right now while
Yeah.
we're talking.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we had the perfect opportunity to establish a really nice and fluid conversation with the customer.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind that numbers away from the conversation.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
numbers.
Super
No
important.
Because then
numbers.
it clouds a real conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because basically what the customers, sometimes when they say, let me speak with my wife. Can I have a copy of that? I say, sir, with all respect. You know what is the only language that everybody understands? Numbers.
No, for sure.
So if you show this to your wife, the first thing that she's going to see is, oh my God, that amount?
Yeah.
But you are listening everything that I've been telling you today, and you know what is the why we
It's a
have to
full
do. You know what is the
conversation.
scoop. You know what is the urgency of this out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will like to be present when you speak with your wife.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can set up a second visit?
Yeah.
Because she might have questions,
Absolutely.
and I would like to be
Or
here.
call
just
her.
to,
Yeah.
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 Just like you asked for the son earlier. I mean, that's great.
And that most of the time, when
That-
you go to the second visit, most of the time, I would say 90% of the time is solid.
Sold
Yeah.
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the closing the doors, right? So you ask like, hey, listen, is there somebody else that needs to be part of this conversation?
Yes,
And if not,
early on,
sometimes I
yeah.
pitch it like this. I say, hey, listen, you're married, right? You're talking about your wife earlier. Yeah. Hey, listen, for me, I know it's super important for my wife to be involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
Because she lives here.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for her to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think the smartest decision is to have her here so we can go over this. And if she has questions that maybe she came up with,
Yes.
I can answer them directly and we can make the best choice possible. I don't want you to worry. We're going to build 3 options. We don't
Yeah.
give our customers ultimatums. We
Yeah.
give them options.
Yeah.
You'll be able to choose which one's better. And then if you see something in those options that you're like, you know what, we don't need, you ask me and we'll see if we'll make an a la carte for you as long as it doesn't put your life at risk.
Yeah.
Right?
So you having this conversation throughout the
Yeah.
inspection, basically. So you're closing many closes throughout the
Yeah.
house. Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm asking them, hey, what type of budget do you have for this?
Yeah.
For this call, for this.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people tell me, I don't know what it cost.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
You know, so I use that as ammunition at the end when
Yeah.
they say, oh wait, that's too expensive. But wait, earlier you told me you didn't know what it costs. So what makes you change your mind now and make you feel like this is expensive?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times when they say I need to think about it, I tell them, hey, listen. When people tell me I need to think about it, it's 2 things. Number 1, they thought the investment was very expensive and they can afford it. Or number 2, they don't know how to tell me no.
No. Yeah.
Which one of those 2 is it for you?
Yeah.
And that makes the dialogue open. Okay, be real with me is what I'm
Yeah.
asking you to do.
Yeah.
Or there's another one that I used to use. We don't use it that much anymore, but it's like, hey, listen, I'm just going to ask you for one favor. At the end of this call, it's going to be a yes or a no, but please don't tell me I need to think about it.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I feel like I didn't do my job right.
Yeah.
So I just asking you to be transparent with me.
Yes.
And that sets you up for success because if you don't pitch that at the end, I like the analogy. You're not a machine gun, you're a sniper.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't go in there spraying.
Right.
Some
And that's
people
how
want to
guys
use all
get-
that value and just
Yeah. And that's how people get
You
kicked
lose
out
it.
of houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
That's
they
how
have
I
a
got
first
kicked out
call.
the first time, right?
Yeah. You're like, whoa, people are like, what is going on? You make the point to educate and ask questions throughout the house, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you take what guys do and it may, early on, they'll do the inspection and they write all this stuff out. They didn't tell the homeowner what was going on until they sat down.
And it's like,
And the homeowner's like, whoa, I just called for the outlet.
Yeah.
Why am I looking at $17,000?
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
they're like, you're pulling a fast one, Arnold. But you both are taking the time to explain what you're seeing, why it's a concern, and you're asking them open-ended questions to get them to connect to understand what you're saying.
But then one of the more crucial situations during this interaction is we cannot forget what we're getting called for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because if we do that,
Yeah.
a customer can misunderstood what you try to do.
That's a
Yeah.
great nugget because
Yeah.
people forget to do that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Happened to me many times. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about
sure.
is. What I do is when I send all my solutions, I put a bare minimum customer request.
Okay. That's
And
how
I
you
got,
frame it.
sir, after I explain every single one, and they say, we can afford it, we can have the money, I'm going to speak with my wife or whatever, let me think about it. I always say, remember you called me for this,
Yeah.
but I don't be a good electrician, a good safety advisor if I allow you to do this, knowing by myself that this will create problem because you have this failing over here.
No.
Right.
So I just want to,
It's a good reminder.
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
again, if you choose to do this, I mean, the first one or the second solution,
Yeah.
I will do this, including into that price you
Right.
had to pay for this.
Right. Right.
And now you start saving money from now.
Yeah.
And sometimes people say, well, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that, so I use that
Yeah.
to solve the top one.
When you guys write your options out, do you write them out? Do you do software to have them built out? How do you guys do them?
We just changed the service. So before Service Titan, we used to write them out.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed writing them out. I'm
Okay.
gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But we found a way to write them out, kind of like almost how we do it on paper. Our summary side on Service Titan.
Yes.
We asked ChatGPT though. We'll talk to ChatGPT,
Yeah,
and we'll say
smart.
make a summary.
Good
So I
nugget,
made a
people,
little.
by the way. Yes.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
I tell my wife all the time. My wife is against ChatGPT. I'm like, listen,
Oh, it's so good.
you go to Google to search, right? I go to ChatGPT.
I use Claude actually now, but
yeah,
yeah.
I saw that one. That's
Yeah.
I want to move to that one. So we have a little tab I made, and I put in the financing. I put in everything there,
Yeah.
and it's set up so when the guys just need to say, hey, listen, I'm in this home. We're gonna replace a 200 amp panel. We're gonna do a service. Install it in PVC pipe.
Do you add any little benefit stuff like it's going to solve this issue by doing this?
It builds a summary, and then
Okay.
I'll tell it like, hey, I want you to paint, like, give me some pain points.
Okay, good.
And what I
you go.
do is I'll read, like,
But
I
just
like,
reminds people.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like to read my first option through.
Yeah.
Right, and then on my other options, doesn't include this, to not confuse my customers, but it has to be very clear. And
Yeah.
ChatGPT helps me be super clear, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I'll read it, and then at the end, even though Service Titan gives you the financing, I still put for me,
Yes.
and for us not to forget to present it.
Yeah.
Warranty, then under warranty, normal price, member price, and then monthly investment.
Yeah.
So when I present it, I present that no matter what or who or when I do it.
Yeah.
When I'm done reading that paragraph, I always give them the same information,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then, financing. Oh, wow, $150. Oh, okay.
Right.
It brings it up because what was happening is we would forget to present it. And it's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we didn't have it when we read. But when we break things down like that in a puzzle,
Yeah.
anybody can read it, and anybody can present it and not forget anything.
Real quick, do you mention financing at any point earlier in the call?
Yes, I
people
do.
start freaking out. You get like, you see the eyes, the panel. They're like, oh, that's a big thing. I know it's probably expensive.
I pitch it like this. I say, hey, listen, I don't want you to stress about money right now. A lot of
Yeah.
people, what they worry about is money, but what we're looking for right now, we're choosing safety over the investment.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
I like that.
If it does become something that we can't really afford right away, we have different ways of financing, or I don't really say financing, monthly promotions,
Yeah.
right? So we can break it down into small monthly amounts where you can afford it.
Oh,
I say, what about if you have found somebody willing to pay for this and then you pay them little by little?
oh,
That would
okay.
be great for you.
Yeah.
Well, that would be awesome. I got the person.
Yeah. That's how, yeah, he does that, yeah.
I
I
love
got
that.
that person.
I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, so all right, so you walk me through your top option, and then when you go to that next option, how do you talk about it? Well, we're taking this away, we're taking that away.
Yeah,
How do you
I just make it super simple for them. I said, listen, everything we spoke about in the option before
Yeah.
is included except boom and boom. And then I put it, not included.
Yeah.
Let's say a redevice, we're doing the phantom board, not redevice not included, surge protector not included. So when they read it over, it's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And then I just erased on the ChatGPT prompt, whatever we're taking out.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom says, this is not included, this is not included.
Yeah.
Because our items make sense for us, right? Our line items, but not always for them.
Sure.
We found this out with the mistake I did where our customer's like, I don't really understand what I'm getting.
Yes.
And after that, we're like, listen, let's make these summaries where they can give it to their 1-year-old,
Exactly.
and their 1-year-old knows
Because
what
they
they're
might
getting.
have to defend this price that they're
Yeah.
paying to the son. That goes, Dad, why'd you spend 17 grand?
Yeah.
Well, this looks like gobbledygook to me.
Now, the other
Yeah.
thing we have to take into consideration is if you make a 20 grand ticket, and then the second ticket coming for $6,000, that is a mistake.
Yes.
It's a mistake.
Right.
So what I do is I try to
Good point, by the way. Thank you
Yes.
for bringing that up. Yeah.
what I do is I try to my optimum
Yeah.
and my premium have a different close to the 15%,
Okay. That's a happy number.
because in that way I can say, if the person say, no, I don't like the first one because I think $20,000 is too much.
Yeah.
I think more the second one or the third one will be okay.
Yeah.
I say, well, let's look out the second one.
Yeah.
If you see the difference in between is like 15 or maybe 25%. What about if I give you 15% discount? I enroll you into this, and then with an extra $1,000, you will have the maximum with the price close to the second one.
Yeah.
And then they start thinking like, wow, yeah. So
Good
I'm gonna
deal.
have all this
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, because my company, I always say our company have a strong policy.
Yeah.
We don't allow customers to spend money unless they need to.
Yeah. Ooh. Haha, I
We
like
protect
that.
we
Yeah,
protect
I
your
like that.
pocket.
Yeah.
So they say, well, yeah, so
Well, because you already explained to them earlier that they had this
Yes.
problem. It wasn't a shock.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it was maybe at the moment you brought them to the problem. But once you sit down, they know it's a problem. You're just reminding them again. This is the
Exactly.
second time. Yeah.
exactly. So we have to be careful with that, because if you include in the optimum, you include a whole house redevise.
Yeah.
And then you take them off,
It's a big hit.
it's a big hit.
Yes.
And that red flag you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is
People
that?
start like, what's going on with
They're
this?
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So
they're not used-
instead,
yeah.
instead of that, if the case is we have to do some type of redevise, I will always say like, well, let's rebuild a circuit,
Yeah.
which is like $2,700. So you give it like more little shock absorb the heat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, makes sense.
basically, it's like a game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, game. What
It's
you
all
need
things
to
that
do.
they benefit from
Yeah,
and could
exactly.
use,
Mhm.
but at the same time, you don't want to. There's a process to it. I forgot to ask you before you go through your options. Will you go through like the inspection, what you saw again? I know you brought them to the issue as you saw it, and you talked about it. But then you write your options. You guys reiterate again hey, Mrs. Jones, this is what we saw. Just a reminder, and then go through your options. You just go right to the options.
Depends on the personality, right? You got
a lot of pictures.
yeah.
The picture. Oh yeah,
Pictures is
lot
a
of
very
pictures.
important thing.
Yeah.
We use a
So you
lot of
will look,
pictures.
hey, remember we saw this? That's good. That's
If
good
I
nugget.
took them down, right, and they were in the house, let's say, husband and wife situation, right? So let's say the husband was there, I took him down, he went with me, saw what's going on. I touch everything and try to connect it and make I want to make sure he understands that everything's tied together.
Yep.
That's page number, I forget what.
Yep.
3 or 4 on the price book where it shows kind of the wiring diagram of the house.
Yes.
I
Yep.
love using that page. I mean, look, the heart of the house.
Yep.
Right? I use this all the time. If our heart doesn't work properly, the rest of our body's not going to operate optimal.
Yep.
Right? So we got to make sure what's good first, the heart. But also, if we fix the heart, but then the ends are damaged already from what was going on before, and we don't fix the ends, we can't ask it to do a good job, right?
Yeah.
So I like to relate everything. Now, imagine this would have went into a bigger situation. What type of protection do we have to alert us? And I look up. Things expired.
Yeah.
And you got kids.
Yeah.
You got animals. He said something the other day. I was like, man, I never thought about that. He said, you as a human being know that when you hear the smoke alarm, you got to evacuate. But how about your animals? They don't know that.
Yeah.
Right? What are they doing when that happens?
Yeah.
Right? And in those moments, it's moments of scrambling, right? So if I had that customer with me throughout that process, I was able to show him everything, I don't really try to reiterate on the safety unless I feel like there's something that I didn't really explain very well.
Right.
If the wife then comes though, right? Or we're gonna do a second call close, I'm going over that safety again with both of them.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
And we're probably gonna walk down and we're gonna open
right?
the
Because
panel.
it might have been a few days or
Yeah.
whatever. That makes total sense. That's a good nugget.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go open the panel. I'm gonna show her and I'm gonna let him come with us again.
Yeah.
So he can see it. And I'm gonna ask her, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah.
Because she might have questions totally different.
Because with electrical and plumbing is the same thing. HVAC and roofing, which we know, all the groups we work with, people know this is a big ticket they're looking at. Well,
Yeah.
you guys, they go, oh, I'm just getting the outlet
Get the outlet
replaced.
fixed, yeah,
and it's
$250, we're good.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's the 17 grand. And
Yeah.
whoa, it's a different. So the spouse may not be there,
Yeah.
right? So I do that. It makes sense. You have to walk them through the same journey you walk the other spouse through.
I had my last customer 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Annual reevaluation.
Okay.
I went there. Good morning, how you doing? Hi, Erwin, long time no see you, blah, 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 blah. We start talking. We have a machine that we plug it into the outlets, and we stress test the outlets.
Yeah.
Just to see, read what's the voltages around the wires inside.
Yeah.
So I start checking, and I say, because she was complaining about her GFCI.
Okay.
So I check and I say, well, the GFCI is good. And she say, oh, damn, good, good, good. I say, well, don't be too happy yet, because it's good means like whatever is going on with that is behind that. So now my challenge is find out what is creating this out.
Yeah.
Let's keep checking.
The core problem.
Checking.
Yeah.
And then I was showing her, okay, we have a 7.3 voltage drop here. We have a 9.2 voltage drop there. We have 119 volts here. And we have 112 there. And then I say, wow, that's a question. 19, 112, 7 volts are on vacation. We have to find out. We have to find out where those bolts go. And then she was like, oh, yeah, let's see.
That's amazing.
So went to Cabo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right? Yeah. Well, why'd you take me? Yeah.
So went to the rooms and then keep checking. And then she was like, oh, Erwin, you know what? I want to be honest with you. I think that this sounds like a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I say, I want to be double honest with you. And this sounds like we need to take care of this situation in this house, because this house, I mean, you're sleeping in the bomb, honestly.
Yeah.
And the husband was sitting in the couch, and the guy say like, I think so.
Yeah.
So many things happen in this house and I can't even imagine. So I said, well, we already did your service. We already did your panel. And redevise had to be done over here. I know it's a lot of work. I never say about money. I say it's a lot of work. So it's going to be between 2 or 3 days. 2 of my best guys I will send them over here. And in that way, I can take the headache out your head and put it over my shoulders about that. And she said, well, that sounds good. I said, well, we have to go to the expo now, but we're coming a week later. So what about if we're coming in next Wednesday? She said, it's okay. Okay, sign right here. Boom.
Yeah.
We don't talk about price. We don't talk about nothing. She don't even say, yes, I want to do the job.
Value.
That's it.
She bought value.
So she say,
You presented it that way.
when she had to take the credit card, and I say, it's going to be $12,000, she say like, you wanted to take the whole thing? I say, no, just give me five grand.
Yeah.
I'll be okay with that, and you pay me. We square later when we finish.
Yeah. And
then I have another good thing for you, because now you're a member. I'm going to give you a discount. And then instead of give you 10 years guarantee, I'm going to give you a lifetime.
Yeah.
Because I see your son going to have the house after you guys, right?
Yeah.
So don't worry about it, buddy. We're going to be
we'll be here for you.
You'll be on.
Yeah.
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 So it was so easy
Yeah.
to do things like that. But I think that's obey what we do in the beginning.
Yeah.
We set up the rules. We are in the house. We're going to protect this for you.
Yeah.
And then I was talking with the lady, right?
Trust.
We
Yeah.
were signing this out, and then I did like, is that a small detector?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is that interconnected? What is that? I said, well, if something happened down in the basement, you will hear over here. I don't know. Let me do it.
Yeah.
You hear anything else? No. Okay. You need this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, Erwin. How many more thousands?
Yeah.
I was like, worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Right. But you explained it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes we make a bigger problem, right? Like it's the technician. Like we're worried about, oh man,
You're selling out of your own book.
yeah.
pocket, yeah,
That was
on
some.
pocket.
That was an advice Coach Aaron gave us. That was like, he's like, what would you put in your house if it was your home?
Yeah.
And he said, we'll put the best. Why are you giving the customers the least? I'm like, wow, yeah, it changed perspective, right? Sometimes we make a bigger deal than what the customer's actually going to make.
And again, you give them options. They can say no.
They can say
As long
no.
as they say yes to something else.
Yeah, they can say no. So, it's like making sure that you're aware of that. Like, listen, I'm here to help.
And that club, maybe then they think about it for a year and they go, you know what? You talked to me about that 12 months ago. Let's do that.
And that happens. Like I'll go to a job sometimes and I won't close it there, and we'll follow up and the customer then close it. I'm like, wow, like, he actually was considering it.
Yeah.
You know,
Wasn't scared about money. Maybe this is like a lot. It's overwhelming, but
Yeah.
you did a good job of explaining the value of it. They just weren't needing money or whatever. It just took them a minute.
we can't forget people are living life, right?
Yeah.
And life happens.
I
So
mean,
we
those
got to
houses-
understand them as
I
well.
mean, those houses when the customer told me right in the beginning, the first sentence, I got no money.
That's always a good call. I got nothing.
And I say, me either.
Not that long ago, right?
But
Yeah.
you know what? If you allow me to do my job,
Me
I'm gonna
either.
have my salary.
Yeah.
If you allow me to do my job, I'm gonna get my salary. So please let me do my job. And then we
So
start.
don't ask me for any money.
Exactly. So then we start like boom, 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 boom. When we finish, I say, well, I know you got no money, but I got solutions for you. They unfortunately require to do some investment.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about luxury things. We're talking about your safety.
Safety.
Yes.
So what about
Yeah.
safety? You are.
Do you guys have a couple financing options?
Yes, we do have Green Sky.
So you have like a long term and like a $0.
Yeah. We got
12
120 month. We got a 12-month no interest, 18-month no interest, no payment.
So you have a bunch.
We got a couple. We got like
I was
4.
gonna say, does it make? But I know that for other techs that can be confusing. Do you just try and talk to about offering a couple of them, or do you just train a lot on that so they understand how that works?
So basically, how I pitch my no interest, no payments, I always go for the 120 month, 10%, 9%. Yeah, smaller payments, more affordable, right? And every time I make my options, that's what I go for, the smaller number.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell my customers, listen, the 12-month no payment, no interest. If you can pay this off in 12 months, good.
So you talk about.
Yeah. If you
Make
can't,
talk.
don't even look at it.
Yeah.
Same thing with my 18. Don't even look at it, because I said, you know how that stuff works, right? Yeah, we know. They're going to ding you with that interest you didn't pay, if you don't pay it on time. So I really try to be super clear,
Yeah.
because I don't want that call, hey, yeah, you guys screwed me over.
You're educated.
Yeah. So I tell them, if you can't afford that, then look, we'll go with the 120 months. If you want to pay it off in 2 years, there's no prepayment penalty fee, and you'll pay it off. You paid interest for those 2 years, but it helped you get this job done.
Yeah. Wait
And
for taxes
Yeah.
with a chunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And people see that opportunity. They're like, yeah, you know what? I said, listen, if I can tell you have to pay $120 for the safety of your home this month, it's less than going out to Applebee's and having dinner with your families.
That's right.
Right? Why won't we do it? Let's do it.
Absolutely.
A lot of people need that extra push sometimes.
And you're relating it to real life. Like, what's that 100? Well, the 120 right, to Apple. You're not even going to the steakhouse. You're going to Applebee's.
Yeah, I'm going to Applebee's. Yeah, I'm like, Applebee's. I go out with my wife now. It's not $80 anymore. I mean, I'm listen, dessert, entree, and we're having that appetizer too.
That's
So
right.
it's a lot. It's a lot more than what we used to spend, right?
Yeah.
So also, I think it has to do a lot with our culture, right?
Yes.
We're just so and this is not to toot our own horn, but I think we really do give a lot to our customers. We really do try to be personable. We're the type of guys. He was telling me today, he's like, bro, I went to my customer, I gave her a hug, I saw her mom, gave her a kiss on the forehead and said bye.
Yeah.
That's not what everybody does, right?
No.
Like me, like I'll go to my customer and said, don't give me that hand. So we're family, give me a hug.
Yeah.
And you build that relationship. People, I forget what the study was, but it says you need 7 hugs a day.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot where I read that. I think it was Pastor that told me that. You need 7 hugs a day. Everybody needs 7 hugs a day. And I'm like, it's a lot different when you're like, hey, thank you for coming out today. So we're like, hey, John, thanks for having me, and just, a little pat in the back, or if it's a grandma or a mom, hey, give me a hug,
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, these people really do. I do feel like they're family.
Yeah.
This is what family does.
Yeah.
Our culture is faith, family, enjoyment as a team, and integrity.
Ooh, I like.
And we try to really show that. At the same time, our team members being happy. That's why the enjoyment is there. We want you to be happy where you work, because if you're happy where you work, you're gonna project positivity to our customers and the happiness.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. So it just comes from us. Like it's not
So you are.
salesy. It's not a pitch. It's
Yeah.
who we are.
I love it.
And we're actually rebranding. Jeoah is going to be, in our past.
Yeah.
But it's always going to be Saul as a champ, right? It brought us to where we're at right now.
Yeah.
But one of the things in our rebrand was we want to make sure that customers know we're a premium company.
Yeah.
But also we're super personable and friendly.
Yeah.
You're making the right choice when you call us.
I love that.
So, like I said, it's who we are. It's what we believe. And we do it out of the true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's genuine.
And the family culture that we have in our company is really, really strong.
Yeah.
Our guys, they don't want to go home.
Yeah.
They
they
stay
don't wanna
there.
go home.
Wow.
They stay there. I
They
mean,
feel comfortable. Just like you make the customers feel comfortable, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's neat.
We love our guys. I mean, it becomes a family. We're actually excited. They're coming to Expo this week
Yeah,
for the
it's
first
stuff
time
right
ever.
here. Yeah,
They're
that's
stoked.
great.
They're going to be here tonight. So
Oh,
they're
neat.
stoked. We're stoked. We can't wait till they come.
I love
But
it.
we love everybody that works with us. We've talked about it. I think we have the team that we have the right people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They finish the day and they go to the shop and we have a soda, we have a snack, we have a
They go to
TV,
shoot hoops.
and they stay there 1-2 more hours watching TV. And my wife watching for the camera. Now your call, the guys is still there. What are you doing? Look at that. They watching the movies. Okay,
I
fine.
got some Chris, go home, bro. Like, what are you doing
Yeah,
here? Like,
yeah,
let's go
yeah.
home, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I even relax and we talk and we just connect, and it's such a good culture. It just feels good to be part of that, right?
Yeah.
You know, of course, everybody goes somewhere, they want more money, and we've had those conversations, and we're like, listen, guys, we're working to get you guys up to that level. We work at your pace, though.
Yeah.
You know, the faster you move, the faster we can get you there. The slower you move, well, it's going to be a struggle to get you there, right? But they love it. They love where they work, and you feel happy. Like I feel, our goal, and I'll talk for him too, is it's not just for us being successful.
Right.
You know, you want to see your team be successful. I think that's like the ultimate goal. Like when you're where you're at,
If they grow, we grow.
Yeah.
yeah, and remember what?
Yeah.
That's
We went to
basically-
a company that helped us when we were struggling, a commercial company. They would sub us out as their employees. And I remember the guy told me,
Electric.
we told him, what can we do for you?
Yeah.
How can we pay you back?
Right.
He's like, you know how you pay me back, guys? When somebody else needs help, you go help them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Yeah.
what a selfless thing to say, right?
Right.
And we live by that. Like seeing our
Yeah.
team just be successful. Like we put one of our guys on commission. He's been on it for maybe 6 months and he's been successful at it. That was a big thing for me
Yeah.
because I thought it was never going to be possible. And he's doing it. I'm like, wow. Like,
That's neat. I was going to ask you if what you were paying. Okay, that's neat.
yeah. We have him on commission. The other guys are on hourly, but we're working. One of them is almost like I told him by the end of the year, you're going to go to commission.
That's good.
We got the other 2 guys that we're working on getting them up to like sales guys.
Yes.
So you got to know what you're selling, right? So they're working on some technical sides of things to understand the system a lot better and be able to pitch it and stuff like that. So we want them as sales guys. But right now we have 1 guy on commission. By the end of the year, we should have the 2nd guy on commission, and we're working with the other 2. But it was so exciting to see and say, "Hey, how's that check coming in, buddy?" And him to say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, man, it's awesome." Like you see,
Yeah.
like because before when we and that's Orlando. But when we had Orlando, the previous guys that were with us would say, "They're just selling you a dream.
right.
It's never gonna happen." But he got to live the dream,
He's doing it.
right?
He starts
So it's like,
$10 an hour.
$10 an hour.
yeah,
he was
started-
doing
He was the one that was you kept, right? You
We
cut
kept
the
him.
loose, and
Yeah.
he's the one that's fought with.
He was doing $19 an hour,
took the cut.
and then he get the cut.
Yeah.
And he say, "This is what I want to do, and I don't care."
Yeah.
And no
So-
medical insurance we had at that point, nothing.
Yeah.
And just $10 an hour. He lost his medical insurance. He lost it all,
Wow.
but he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And he put in the work, and he's at where he's at, not because of me.
Right.
It's because of him. Because I always tell people, I can train you, we can teach you, but if you don't take initiative and do what you have to do and dedicate your time, yourself some time,
Yeah.
probably won't go anywhere.
That's neat.
So it's always good to you're there because you deserve to be.
Yeah. Now you get to just keep replicating him. That's the goal, right? Try and find the next guy to do that. And the next.
He's
guy.
the proof.
He's absolutely.
He's
You
the
can point
proof.
to it. Yeah.
Yes.
Just point yourselves too. I was going to say, this is neat. You guys started this. What you said? 2018, 19,
2016 we started. Yeah.
2016?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that long ago.
That's what we were talking about last night.
It's not that long. And what is it? When you think about where you were driving working that job overnight and driving home, if you think about that, and you think about where life is now, what do you think about that?
God been bless us a lot.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
God has been very good to us.
Yeah.
There's people.
One time,
I always tell Kelly, God put you in the right position at the right time for me.
Yeah.
And I've thanked that guy so many times, but I am forever grateful because he didn't have to share that with me.
No, yeah,
He didn't have to share that with me. It was a choice, and he did that.
Yeah.
And he changed my life.
Yeah.
He changed our future. He changed it all for us, right?
Yeah.
And of course, CertainPath, we're forever grateful for CertainPath because you guys have been such a resource for us and such a blessing for us as well.
Kelly was the bridge.
Kelly was that bridge to bring us here. Yeah, we were so. I always tell him sometimes like I got to I'm doing it too much, but I'm just so grateful for the opportunity that he gave us and to be able to share that information. Some people might say, no, I'm not giving these people. They're my competitors. They're right next door. We're in his backyard.
Yeah. Yeah.
We work the same towns he works.
Yeah.
You know? So we're grateful. I mean, life is good. I think as you grow, I was just telling somebody this morning, I was like, I think as you grow, like we hit 1.6, we were at 600. It's like, man, I feel like we're slow.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like we just
yeah,
want more. You just
yeah,
want more, but
yeah.
never forgetting, not to be greedy, but thanking God, you know, and then not being complacent as well. You know, we're not complacent people. We want to be able to, we see our company big.
I was going to add, that was my last question is where you see the company growing to.
We see our company big right now. Our goal is to hit 2 million this year.
Yeah.
Our next goal after that is we're going to hit 5 million.
Yeah.
Right. And we just want to, the blessings that God gave us, give it to somebody else. Like, hey, listen, electrical is something you can make a good living at.
Yes.
Here's how you do it. Let me show you the secrets, and just see them succeed.
Yeah.
And just have that culture grow. In our rebrand, they showed us a picture of us when we're big, kind of like future, and the building and the colors and the vans. And I looked at it, and I looked at him, and I was like, man, there's always some doubt, right?
Oh, sure.
You know, you think we'll get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there, man. But it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's that wow factor.
Again, you think about where you were in 2016 and how far you guys have come in 10 years. It's doable. You did that. That's the hardest part to me. Is what you guys did to get to here.
Yeah. I think somebody told me, I think 3% of entrepreneurs never hit $1 million.
Oh.
I mean, 3% hit $1 million. The rest never hit it.
Never close. Yeah.
And it's like, really?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dad, I feel like we're slow at 1.6. Like I was telling him last month, I'm like, man, you know, we got to figure out what we're gonna do. That's when we came up with the idea, the part-time yard sign setter.
Sure.
And what I noticed was when we looked at our KPIs in our Deemer, I'm like, we hit the numbers we had to hit for our Deemer.
Yeah.
That means we're on goal. We're on track for 2 million.
Yeah.
And then when we added all the numbers up, we're like, whoa, we sold 600 already. That's what we did in a year back in, 2018, 2019. Yeah. So I'm like, we're good.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that we have a team now that takes on all the work instead of us going out there and doing all the work where we feel it.
Right. Yeah.
So it feels good.
We was doing a job one time, and a guy, another entrepreneur, asked him, "Hey, Owen, how you guys found your jobs?" And he said, "Bro, if I tell you, you will not believe it."
Yeah.
And he said, "Come on, man, let me know." He said, "Trust me, you're not gonna believe."
Yeah.
"Come on, let me know." I said, "Well, my pop, my dad, and me, we go and we pray for our jobs. We pray God to help us."
Yeah.
They say, "Come on, man." I said,
See,
"Told you,
believe me.
you're not gonna believe it, right?" What I bring that to this conversation, because we're being CertainPath, but we understand, because we're feeling here in CertainPath, many people is a believer.
Yes.
And that's the strong things here, and that's what we are here also.
Yes.
Because God bring us to here. Now, sometimes we have those weeks that we are slow.
Sure.
And he gets desperate quickly. Come on, Papi, we have to do something.
Let's figure it out. Come on.
Say,
Push. And relax.
God is giving you a time to, relax, because that's where we want to be busy.
Yeah.
Pray. Ask him. Complaining to God. You can do that. God, what's going on?
Yeah.
You get me along while you're busy somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then he start doing that. We start doing that. And then, like it happened 2 weeks ago, the CSR told me, "Erwin, we had the month booked up already." Oh my goodness, for real?
Yeah.
Thanks.
And the thing is with that, like, too, is I always say God will do for you, but he won't do what you're not doing.
Yeah.
I always look at myself like, what am I not doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of, you got to understand, God's like, hey, I'm going to send you, all these jobs.
Sure.
You have to do the work too.
Yes.
Do the marketing, put in the work. It's not,
You
you
have
can't
to
just
sit
walk
around
out.
and pray.
My pastor said one time, you got to watch out what you ask God.
Yeah.
Because if you ask for patience, God's not going to say, hey, here's a bag of patience, Erwin, take it. He's going to send you somebody who's going to test your patience.
No.
And then you're going to develop
They're
patience.
gonna give you
Makes my life a lot, actually.
They're gonna give you the ingredients to you build your own patience.
Yeah, so we're blessed. We're beyond blessed. We really are.
You guys have a fantastic story. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. And maybe in 2-3 more years, we'll sit back down and you tell about how you hit that 5 million and everything's cranking, and we're looking at 10 right after that. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate the opportunity.
My pleasure.
The Successful Contractor Podcast is part of the CertainPath family. CertainPath builds successful home service businesses and has for 25 years. We do it by providing contractors with a proven path to success, professional coaching, software solutions, and a member community of 1,000 plus strong. Doubling your sales with a 20% net profit and an inspiring company culture is all possible. Let us show you the way. With CertainPath, success is made certain. Visit www.mycertainpath.com for more information.